American billionaire hedge fund makes 11th-hour Man Utd bid to hijack takeover. Elliott Investment Management, the American hedge fund giant, entered the Manchester United takeover race on Friday night. Sir Jim Ratcliffe and a group of Qatari investors have confirmed they made offers ahead of the deadline at the end of the week, but will face competition after a proposal from the U.S. firm. Elliott manages assets worth a whopping $56 billion, and the Times reports it lodged an 11th-hour offer just before the deadline for the first round of bids. The hedge fund is led by Paul Singer, and it is not aiming to obtain a majority share from the Glazer family, who announced United were up for sale last November. Instead, Elliott would like to provide the financing for a bid. The precise details of the proposal remain unknown, but Elliott could obtain part ownership of the Old Trafford club or provide debt financing, or a combination of the two. The Rain Group, an American bank, has been hired by the Glazers to advise on the takeover process and will assess the bids received at the first round before deciding which to take forward into advanced stages. News of Elliott's interest in United broke a matter of hours after Ratcliffe's bid was formally announced by INEOS, his multinational chemical company. A statement released on Sat lunchtime read, "Sir Jim Ratcliffe and INEOS have submitted a bid for majority ownership of Manchester United Football Club. We would see our role as the long-term custodians of Manchester United on behalf of the fans and the wider community. We are ambitious and highly competitive and would want to invest in Manchester United to make them the #1 club in the world once again. We also recognize that football governance in this country is at a crossroads. We would want to help lead this next chapter, deepening the culture of English football by making the club a beacon for a modern, progressive, fan-centered approach to ownership. We want a Manchester United anchored in its proud history and roots in the northwest of England, putting the Manchester back into Manchester United and clearly focusing on winning the Champions League." Meanwhile, a group of wealthy Qataris led by the chairman of one of the country's largest banks are also in the race to purchase the club and released their own statement on Friday, which read, "Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani today confirmed his submission of a bid for 100% of Manchester United Football Club. The bid plans to return the club to its former glories both on and off the pitch and, above all, will seek to place the fans at the heart of Manchester United Football Club once more. The bid will be completely debt-free via Sheikh Jassim's 9-2 Foundation, which will look to invest in the football teams, the training center, the stadium and wider infrastructure, the fan experience, and the communities the club supports. The vision of the bid is for Manchester United Football Club to be renowned for footballing excellence and regarded as the greatest football club in the world. More details of the bid will be released, when appropriate, if and when the bid process develops." In other news, Manchester United star Alejandro Garnacho is considering whether to play for Spain over Argentina, according to reports. It's claimed the forward was left disappointed after failing to make it to the World Cup in Qatar with La Albiceleste, and it seems he could be about to play for Luis de la Fuente rather than Lionel Scaloni at international level. Manchester United gave Garnacho his debut at the end of last season, with Ralf Rangnick introducing the player in a 1-1 draw with Chelsea at Old Trafford, and the forward has since proceeded to become a key player over at Old Trafford, with Erik ten Hag impressed by the youngster. Now, the Mirror say Garnacho is considering a U-turn when it comes to his allegiances at international level. The 18-year-old, who scored in last weekend's 2-0 victory over Leeds at Elland Road, previously played 3 times for Spain under 18 seconds. He then decided to join the Argentina under-20 squad and was invited to train with the seniors around a year ago. Garnacho didn't play for Argentina during that international break, however, meaning the teenager is still able to perform a switch. The United star was left disappointed after Argentina overlooked him for the recent World Cup in Qatar, with Thiago Almada going to the Middle East instead. And, as a result, he's now started a conversation with Spain officials. They've been impressed with his performances this term and watched the attacker in Thursday's stirring 2-2 Europa League drive-all with Barcelona. They're ready to give the forward instant caps, something Argentina are yet to do. And it's possible Garnacho may even be able to play for Spain in upcoming Euro 2024 qualifiers against the likes of Norway and Scotland. Spain are building for the future, having failed to make it to the quarterfinals of the recent World Cup. And Enrique plans to have Garnacho, Gavi and Pedri at the forefront of his operation as he targets trophies in the future. United, for their part, won't influence Garnacho one way or another. However, the report does say it would be a less complicated scenario if the teenager chose to play for Spain instead of Argentina. United already have 5 South American stars on their books in Casemiro, Fred, Anthony, Lisandro Martinez, and Facundo Pellistri. history. Due to that involving considerably more travel than European-based stars, the Red Devils wouldn't oppose any change of allegiances. And what Garnacho ultimately decides remains to be seen. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man Utd Hub to get all the latest updates.